Howdy guys, it's Joe here once again, and here we are again to talk about some Season 2 changes on the PTR. Now of course these are not for sure changes. We don't really know if these will come out when Season 2 does come out for sure, but these are some changes for Soldier 76 that seem to be very promising and will probably come out, and overall I do like these changes quite a bit. They are very nice changes for this old guy, and yeah, I'm excited for them. Anyways, let's talk about the changes, and what is the main change of this? Well, essentially what Overwatch and the Overwatch team decided to do was to change Soldier 76 from having a automatic weapon, where you just hold it the whole time, keep shooting and getting damage at far range, to a more burst fire weapon. Now, of course, they didn't actually, change the mode of fire in the game. They didn't make so that you can only click once and now you do a burst of 3 rounds. You can still hold the automatic fire button, but they did kind of change his gun, so it very much favors bursting for 1 to 4 shots and stopping, and bursting for 1 to 4 shots and stopping. They really favor that now, and here's the reason why. So yeah, what they decided to do now is to make so that when you start shooting, your accuracy will decrease a little bit faster now. So, you start shooting the button, and it won't be quite as perfect as it used to be. But what they also did to, counteract this and actually buff them even more, is make so that once you stop shooting, it's about like 0.3 seconds or even less, I think, that you have to wait before you get perfect accuracy again. So, you just shoot, stop, shoot, stop, shoot, stop, and you just keep repeating, keep rinsing that. And yeah, that's pretty much just what they decided to do with this. And what does this really do? Well, it turns you a little bit more into that burst fire type of gun. Because especially at long range, you'll get a lot better accuracy now if you shoot for a little bit and then stop, then shoot for a little bit and then stop. And this is mainly from the fact also that, you do get worse accuracy quicker now, so you don't really want to shoot that many bullets. You want to shoot a few, then stop to get your accuracy back, then shoot a few, stop. It just kind of prefers that right now. It kind of prefers that burst fire, which is kind of cool. We haven't really seen a burst fire character in Overwatch, and this does kind of change how he's played. Now, it doesn't really change his complete playstyle at all. He still plays mainly the same way, but it changes him much more into a burst type of gun, which is just really weird, and I wasn't really expecting this change to ever happen in Overwatch. Now, beforehand, he was a character that, had 2 essential functions. One was that you could just snipe people from halfway across the map because your gun was so accurate for the first few shots. Of course, they nerfed that. And the second function, which was how you played him for the last few months, was that you just, hold the left click, you'd have this machine gun, you'd shoot, do tons of damage to the enemies, but of course you didn't have the most accuracy. So you were a little bit low on accuracy, but you did have quite a bit of damage. But they kind of mix the two now. So you don't have the exact perfect accuracy, but you don't actually have the exact, perfect damage anymore. It's kind of like a mixture of the two into a burst type weapon, which I think is really cool. And it especially fits him, at least in my opinion, with his right click, because now you hold left click, shoot 3 to 4 rounds, and then you press right click, and then you go back to pressing left click, shoot 3 to 4 rounds, shoot 3 to 4 rounds, and just continue. And of course, you can mix this in with some melee attacks. You can mix this in, of course, with your E, with your ultimate, with your right click, as I said just a few seconds ago. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to mix this in, and for a lot of times anyways, you'd kind of have to shoot a few shots then stop, then shoot a few more shots and then stop. So there's really not the biggest change in the world. And yeah, this is just a kind of interesting change. And I'm kind of expecting now that in the future sometime, they may add like another kind of like mid-range assault guy with 2 like MP7s or something like that, where, they'd have decent accuracy, but at the same time, they wouldn't have the best accuracy in the world, where you just hold them, spray, and it wouldn't be like Soldier 76 at all, where, now you have this weird shoot, wait. It'd be more like just spasm out, but you'd have less accuracy, while Soldier is a more accurate mid-range fighter. That's what I'm kind of expecting in the future. I can't say for sure I'm going to be correct with that. That is just a complete assumption. But it would make quite a bit of sense to me, kind of make this character the more middle range, more accurate person, while making someone else that's just a less accurate person, but still kind of good at middle range. One thing I do want to talk about with this change, other than, that it's just kind of cool and kind of changes his game design a little bit, not way too much. It's not like you're a character that, just has to run in, shoot a few shots, run away, shoot a few shots, run away. It's not like that. It's really not way too big of a change. You can stay in combat quite easily, so I'm not trying to say that at all. But what I do want to mention is how this kind of compares to McCree now. Because in the past, at least for the past few months, Soldier 76 has been, that damage that's very easy to aim at. You just look at the opponent, you just hold the shoot button, and there you go, get a lot of damage. And then McCree was a character that, you had to aim a little bit more at. You had to try to get those headshots, and was just a little bit harder to play. But now with these Soldier 76 changes, I don't really know. It'll be a little bit different, because now in order to do really any good at Soldier at all, you're going to have to be able to aim a little bit better, and you will be more accurate, so you'll want to aim a little bit better. You're going to have to actually try to go for some of those headshots, maybe just try to hit body shots a little bit easier. And yeah, you probably just won't be that spray and pray master that you used to be. Now, of course, you still can utilize the spray and pray. The spray and pray will probably do decently enough. It'll probably do almost as good as it used to, but I'm expecting a lot more people, you know, to just use this more accurate tactic to get more accurate shots, because why the heck wouldn't you? Yeah, this will probably put you in a really weird spot with McCree, as now you're getting, like, kind of close to what he was doing, since he was just the really accurate guy who had a few shots, and then you had to wait a little bit in between each shot. But now it's kind of like Soldier 76 is also in that weird zone, so I don't know exactly how they're going to do that. That'll be kind of awkward for the first few weeks. I'm sure that these characters will fall into their places a little bit more. But yeah, that's just what I was thinking about that. And of course, again, this will probably hurt Farah a lot. I talked about this in the last patch. When you give these people more accuracy, it hurts Farah a ton. And now that Soldier has a lot more accuracy, and since McCree is still a good character, I think we're going to be seeing quite a bit less Farah. Maybe. Probably. But yeah, those are all the changes that I have to talk about this. This does make Soldier 76 feel a lot better. He just feels a lot stronger as a character, and I like how they didn't just buff his damage. I'm really not one to love buffing numbers. I really love buffing these other types of things, like recovery speed, you know, speed of your gunshots, you know, anything like that. I don't really love just buffing that plain damage output, so I am glad that they did something like this. It will probably also as well increase the skill cap as this character, which is nice, as he really didn't have the highest skill cap before, but now it's going to go up quite a bit. So that'll be fun. He's still going to be an easy to play character, but now he might be a little bit hard to master, which I feel like is a really good mix. A good starting character that you can start okay as, and just go up to being great as him. Anyways, tell me what you guys are all thinking about this brand new update. Tell me if you really like this more, you know, just shoot a few shots, stop, shoot a few shots type of mode. Or if you liked it a little bit ago, you'd have a few more accurate shots at the beginning, and then you just kind of have to go for the automatic. Tell me what you personally enjoyed a little bit more. Of course, this is a pretty big change. Personally, I like it, but I'd like to know your own opinions down below. And if you have any other ideas that you would have much rather had than this, then please leave them in the comment section below as well. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, or press the subscribe button. And as always, have a wonderful day.